Hi, everyone. I'm DeFi Dad. You're watching episode 45 of Yield TV. Hey, welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday, December 9th, 2020. And today we'll be talking with the founder of the Ethereum push notification service, Harsh Rajat. Correct me if I mispronounce that, Harsh. That's how you pronounce your last name, right?
You got it right.
Oh, good. You'd think for how long I've known you now, you'd think I'd be able to get your name right. But yeah, we're going to learn all about the Ethereum push notification service. I am actually an investor. I'm only disclosing that because I'm really proud to be an investor in EPNS. And I was working with them for months as an advisor. And I think this is a really important advancement for decentralized applications on Ethereum. So we'll learn all about that today. And on that note, Harsh, how you doing? Welcome to Yield TV.
Feels awesome, DeFi, that yesterday we just announced it to the public, and the type of love and support we got was amazing. So yeah, feel really awesome to be here, and thanks for hosting us, DeFi Dad.
Oh, no, absolutely. And per usual, if you ever catch me like looking down like to type or something, it's only because I'm like updating a banner so that we can do things like show your name, show where you're from, tell people to learn about EPNS at epns.io. So anyways, I'm thinking we could actually start off with just a quick video. You guys have a really simple like 30-second explainer, and then we can dive deeper into like what it all means and the origins of EPNS. So I'm going to try to share my screen now, and hopefully you let me know, Harsh, if you don't hear the sound, but I think it'll work here. Here we go. So I'm going to hit play. I'm going to blow this up full screen. Here we go. All right, there we go. So I want to go play drums after hearing all of that. So Harsh, why don't we start with what is the Ethereum push notification service? I guess what did you all have in mind in terms of the problem that you were trying to solve when you created it?
Sure. I mean, to put it very simply, Ethereum push notification service, it's a middleware that any smart contract or dApp or even traditional services can interact with and send any type of notification, not just plain text, but images, video, anything at all, even the futuristic ones, to user wallets, which are essentially the users of Web3. To top it all, the way we have designed it, we actually included some parts of DeFi into the protocol. And that means that not only the users receiving these notifications, they're actually getting a passive income out of it. So yeah, that's what Ethereum push notification protocol is in short.
Gotcha. And what are some of the use cases that you want to call attention to? I'll try to toss in some of the ones that are top of mind for me as well. But yeah, what types of products or uses do you think will be quickly adopted once you go live?
Yep. Actually, there are a lot. I mean, if you think about it, notifications are the basic way by which we operate. So even Twitter sends you social notifications. Your payments happen as notifications. Your email comes in as notification. Your video call, they also come in as notification. But that's in the Web2 world. In Web3 world, the services are not communicating with the user, and that's. I mean, at the start, that's good. We all have seen how early internet days were. when you had just one or two services like Gmail or Orkut, and you had to go over there and you had to check your action. But when you come to a point where then you are evolving, you are making DeFi, you're essentially creating a bank on a smart contract, then that becomes a problem. The services, they have to tell the users about it. So just to assume, or just to take this example, the DeFi one and the loans. So when you put your house or when you mortgage your house, you're not focused before banks telling you or notifying you about it, maybe once or twice or even thrice. But yeah, in the world of DeFi, that happens without any notification. So that's one of the use case. Your loans are liquidated
Third
without
one. Yeah, that's it. Liquidations is the thing. I know we've talked about this before, but liquidations is probably, to me, like it's the number one use case for this that I want to see implemented. I think I have like a loan on Aave. I've had loans through DeFi Saver with Maker, and it's scary. Like, you go to sleep, like there's people that have gone to sleep and lost a lot of money on market drawdowns. And it would help if we had mobile push notifications, to alert us, to say, hey, you're getting close to the edge. You better go check this thing out. So liquidations is definitely top of mind. But also bugs. Bugs is another one. Like think about all the exploits that have happened over the last few weeks. And you could, to clarify here, these are push notifications tied to my Ethereum wallet. So you can very quickly discern everyone on Etherscan that has money in a DeFi application. And with this, if this existed, assuming that person has this mobile app already downloaded and tied to their wallet, they would be alerted if the team I think the right thing would be for a team to alert them. And I think this could set new standards for DeFi teams or other applications built on Ethereum, but especially DeFi teams where money is at stake, to say, hey, we just discovered this exploit. Please stop depositing money. Anyways, those are a few use cases.
Definitely. I mean, if you think about use cases, and that's why, I mean, we firmly believe that communication layer is something which blockchain and Ethereum wasn't tackling before. We were going for security, scalability, and speed. And that's the blockchain trilemma which we were trying to solve, and Ed2 probably solves that for us. But there's a fourth pillar as well, and that comes from the traditional Web2 world. So what we are doing is we are trying to bring the Web2 experience to Web3, because we believe that Web3 is going to replace Web2, and therefore, the experience should be at least matchable, if not more, than the traditional apps. And there are a lot of use cases. I mean, if you look at governance, a lot of governance proposal, they come and go, and users are not aware. Yeah.
You're right. I hadn't thought about that much lately. Oh my God, you're so right. That's governance. Like, we could increase participation in governance just by alerting everyone, hey, you're holding Aave. There's a new Aave improvement proposal that you can vote on.
Yep. And there's a ton more. If you look at NFTs and gaming, I mean, whenever, or what was the last time when you have heard of an auction that didn't even send you a RSVP? Again, that happens on NFT or on gaming. Your rare cards, they come and go, and you will not get to know about it. So if you're very invested in some crypto games, that's actually something which EPNS will improve a lot, because now games can directly communicate to you. NFTs can. And of course, security bugs, that's so essential. There's so many security bugs happen because we are still growing, we are still adopting, and adoption means that we are going to try and experiment with different things. So yeah, now we are trying to make sure that even when we are trying different things, if something goes wrong, there's a way to communicate to the user.
I think this is one of those. It's one of those things that you don't recognize is missing, like in all aspects of DeFi right now. And like I could compare it to, it's like any advancement that you don't appreciate until it's actually there. So, I never thought I needed like an on-demand taxi cab, but hey, I use Uber at times. Everything in my DeFi portfolio revolves around different applications that I'm tracking. I have a Chrome window with every tab open at all times. I'm not monitoring all of them, but I definitely get fearful of the fact that I'm not able to monitor a lot of these things in real time. I'm in a million Discord groups, and that's one of the ways I try to keep track of the information. But I do have to submit a certain amount of information, like an email sign up there. And then Discord is me opting in. So there isn't the ability to reach out to me based on, let's say, what's in my wallet to alert me of something that's, potentially harmful, to my funds. Actually, while we were on this topic of NFTs, I just want to give an example here in Super Rare. So we're going to have actually John from Super Rare on tomorrow. You can see there's a whole tab dedicated to this, because the only way they can reach me is if I opt to give them permission to email me. But you can see all these different notifications. And these are things like I was bidding on this piece of art or this here. And anyways, as you're bidding back and forth, like I'd love to just get a push notification on that, because it would be, I don't always get all of my email notifications, and I don't want to have to submit an email. So anyways, just kind of reinforcing the fact that like, this is something, I kind of see it as like, it's another part of the stack that everyone will build with. And like, why would you launch something without push notifications if they're available now, especially at the protocol level?
Yep. I mean, that was also one of the reasons. When we are saying that we are building Web3, we cannot build Web3 and then rely on
everybody. This is Matthias Lapo, the CEO of Wiseling.
Oh, sorry about that. That was the YouTube video we played. It was like skipping to another video. My bad. Now it's gone there. I was like, oh, so I was like, are we getting bombed or something like on StreamYard? So anyways, keep going, Harsh. Sorry.
No worries. So yeah, when you look at Web3, Travis, there should not be a centralized source of control. You should not try to, even give emails out. Or, services should not do that. And push notifications in general have been proven to be 7 times more effective. But now there's a way that your pseudo anonymity will also be safe. You can send notifications, which is again a huge leap from what you can do with email. And we also move towards the Web3 standards. I mean, a lot of people before IPFS, what they used to do was they will sell NFTs, but when you go into or when you buy the NFT, they will say that here's the URL, and that URL is going to a centralized server. So it's more like there are certain things which are Web3 or blockchain, and there are certain things which are not decentralized. And that is where the problem will occur. I mean, if you have to make that shift to a better future, you need to make that shift on all the services. And that is, the communication part is what we think we might be able to solve and, bring pseudo-anonymity, push notifications out.
One thing I think to zoom back out on is the Ethereum push notification service. What is this based off of again? Because like maybe you should tell us about your background. I know you've worked on this problem before, but in the legacy world of Web 2 and thinking about mobile push notifications where there is a centralized server. So anyways, what's the background on that, and so that we understand like what this is aiming to improve upon?
Sure, DeFi. So my background and EPNS, we there's actually a lot of relevancy over there. I started as a mobile entrepreneur back in 2010. At that point of time, the mobile apps craze was going on. And of course, we created a mobile app. In fact, we created a browser called 360 web browser. And it was, one of the most popular apps on the US App Store at that point of time, even competing with Safari and Chrome. Well, Chrome wasn't there, so yeah, competing with Safari. And because it was popular, we wanted to make sure that it stays popular, and that means trying out all the tech that's coming out. And in 2010, Apple launched push notification service. So yeah, that's where I got to know and learn a lot about push notification service and how it operates. And it really blows your mind by the way they operate. But they basically say that all the apps they have to send whatever notification they want to a middleware. This middleware then verifies that the app is authorized to send notification. The user has opted in to receive the notification, and then whatever notification is there and whatever content it's carrying, if the user has opted in, the middleware will let it pass. This middleware is actually called Apple Push Notification Service, APNS for short. And the thing is, right now, because notifications grew leaps and bounds, so everything became abstracted. Everyone forgot about it. That in the end, you are going to interact with this middleware if you want to have notification delivered. And fast forward to 2020, when we started looking at pain points, or 2019. So what we did was we started with saying that if there's a missing piece of Web3 that is still available, or that is something which we can solve. And that led us to basically trying all the dApps and smart contracts and trying to observe what is different when we are in the Web3 world, when we are interacting with the dApp, and when we are in the traditional world, when we are interacting with any service which is based on the Web2 standards. And very quickly, we found out that the missing piece of ecosystem was communication. Every time when we started interacting with any service which was Web2, they would communicate with us, no matter what we are doing. Any action which they considered important for us, they communicated to us. And they never told us that, you have to tell us that, what are your preferences and how to communicate.
Yep.
They just knew that these things will be important to us, and they communicated. And of course, the dApp and the smart contracts, they were missing that communication core. And that actually led us to create Ethereum push notification service, which is the same thing. It's a decentralized middleware protocol that allows services to send any notification to any wallet address, as long as the wallet address has opted in once for the notification. Same like how you open your mobile app and it will pop up that this app will like to send you push notification, and when you click yes, then after that whoever mobile app is you opted into, they can send you notifications which are important to you. So yeah, that's the experience which we are trying to bring, and that's when we realize that this is something which we can build. Yeah.
Can you, Harsh, I'd love to screen share a little bit and show what is live or what's going to be live soon. And by the way, I don't know what is actually live right now. This isn't like a setup interview. I'm learning as we go as well. But as much as I talk with you guys and keep in touch on all of this, it's just nuts all that you're delivering week to week. So excited to see those updates. And then just before we do that, to quickly summarize, so the use cases that really stand out here is if we have decentralized mobile push notifications that are tied only to your Ethereum wallet or Ethereum wallets, it means there's no centralized server. You're not giving up any sort of personal information. You're not exposing, where your assets are active in DeFi, like a centralized entity. And then those major use cases were alerts that I would argue are urgent to the safety of your funds or to keeping your funds, which goes back to things like letting you know that your Aave health score is dropping, or maybe like that your collateralization ratio has gotten to a risky level on MakerDAO. But then we have less, what do I want to say, less traumatic notifications like, hey everyone, Aave V2 is live. That just happened in the past week. And that would be great if Aave could simply alert everyone who has this mobile app in the future based on whether or not they have assets in Aave V1. There's urgent alerts too, like, you know, we will all have to migrate from Aave V1 to V2. Maybe I thought in their announcement that there were going to be people worried that they couldn't see their assets in Aave V2. There's an example of a push notification to say, hey, everyone, BT dubs, don't freak out if you don't see your assets in Aave V2. And then the last few that stand out are there's a whole wide world of alerts to enable those that are using gaming dApps. That's something I'm a little less expert in, but I can imagine if you're playing Axie Infinity and all sorts of other NFT related games, it would help. And then the last thing is marketing, just straight up like reaching out to people who have a wallet that shows that they have assets in an application. It could be another channel, I think, like a Discord, but there is an opt-in to that, or you can, I guess, Harsh, like, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Once this is live, do I have to opt to let people reach out to me for, let's say, for free, or can I put a price on like what it costs to randomly reach out to me if I haven't opted in to their Ethereum push notification service channel?
Surely DeFi that. Yes, sir. So in case you opt in, that's free for the services. But let's say that you haven't opted in and the services still wants you to receive a notification. They can only do that if you are subscribed. And in the other way around, they will actually have to pay you whatever you have set in case they want to send you a notification and without your direct consent. And there are certain rules. They can only do it once. Once you unsubscribe from that again, there's no way for them to add you again, even when they're paying whatever price you said that this is the cost of my indirect opt-in. And of course, DeFi that the roots of this idea is actually when we did a product validation day with you, and when we were talking about this feature. So it was sort of your idea, which we built upon. But yeah, just to tell you about
it. I don't even remember it. Yeah, I feel like I talked too much to too many teams at this point. I'm like losing track of it. That would be kind of narcissistic or of me to be like, that's a great idea. You're like, actually, that's your idea. Ah, yes, it is. But no, thanks. That's kind. You guys are always so humble about all the work you do. Harsh, would you mind if we share your screen and I would love to learn like what is available. I know like you've been on Ropsten testnet for a bit. I did notice this morning, I looked up, so there is the iOS app is now available and the Android app is available. So you can download either of those. But just kind of curious when we'll eventually go live to the main net.
Sure. I mean, we still have to get certain governance control embedded in the protocol DeFi that. So what we are doing is we are working very fast to get them done. And then, of course, make sure that we audit it before we move to mainnet, because there's a DeFi aspect to our protocol and users are going to earn and services are going to stay. And we don't really want them to lose any sort of money when they're using a communication protocol. But having said that, I mean, even when we are at Ropsten, services can implement us. It's just that the smart contract to smart contract interaction that is something which will not be possible if you're talking about mainnet smart contract to Ropsten smart contract. But other than that, if you want to integrate in the app, or if you want to integrate and even use a traditional server to send decentralized notification, that is alive and working well. So yes, without any ado, I'll just talk about the user journey from their perspective. So all the user has to
As
do.
we're talking here, I actually, it's funny because I downloaded the app this morning, and I'm glad to see now you can just enter a wallet address. Anyways, we'll get to that here eventually, but yeah, walk us through this, Harsh. That's my first time. I literally, as we were talking, I just scanned my wallet address and I was like, oh wow, that was really easy. So that's cool.
Awesome. I mean, yeah, let's talk about that first. So yeah, all the user has to do is, of course, make sure to go to the App Store, type in our name, Ethereum Push Notification Service, or go to our website and just tap on the link of the App Store and just install the app. I've already installed it, so I can just go ahead and open it. Uh, the interface and the onboarding, it's very smooth. We made sure that there are no extra steps that are required. So yeah, the first step is of course scanning your wallet address.
Yep.
So in this case, I can probably just go to account details and I can scan. It will just take a moment to pull up the ENS name. You can even verify the wallet address, and then after that, security. Of course, this is just industry best guidelines. You can even enable biometrics or skip it, your call, and that's about it. But yeah, that's the first. Yeah, still.
That's easy. That's really easy. Harsh, can you remind me also, are you able to add multiple wallets right now, or if not, I'm sure that'll come in the future.
Yep. So we are working on it. In fact, you are the second person DeFi that told us about this idea today. So that's in the backlog with very high priority. We are going to get that done very soon. So yeah. So I was talking about the app experience. So as a user, you have signed in to the app, and now you are all set to receive notification. But there was one more step, and we are trying to remove any friction from that step as well, which is you have to opt into services for which you want to receive notification from. And right now, because we are in alpha, we just created a DApp interface for it. And all you have to do is just visit app.epns.io, make sure that you connect to Ropsten network. And this actually now houses all the active channels, and you can subscribe to whatever the channel you want to receive notification from. So some of the channels which we have designed are at gas. It will tell you when the gas is high or when the gas is low. I'm just going to switch to staging. So I can show you all the things like the gas price movement. You can see on the staging channel that if the gas price is going up and down. Then of course you have BTC and Ed tracker, because right now they are going through the roof and they are very volatile, and it always makes sense to keep an eye on them. Then you have the ENS domain expiration. So a lot of people were forgetting when their ENS domain expired, and all you have to do is you just have to click on subscribe, and after that everything will be taken care of. Everything about ENS domain will be taken care of by the app automatically. And yeah, we also have few new channels because our awesome community has started creating channels. So those are Bankless FR, the Coin Crunch India, that's quite huge in India. That is also running a pilot with us, and Blue AP, That's run by an awesome community user, Mariano. And if I want to receive notification from, let's say, POAP, all I have to do is subscribe. This is a opt-in we were talking about. And without that, POAP cannot send me notification on my wallet address. And what it does is it basically is an on-chain opt-in. Uh, We'll just give MetaMask some time to
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I always have that trouble too. Harsh, eventually when this goes live, it looks like you sign a meta transaction and then you pay some small amount of gas there. Is that, am I understanding that correctly, or is there any chance that you won't have to pay any gas to subscribe?
Sure. I mean, we are working on a lot of things. We are working on an L2 layer, so that way you won't have to pay for the gas. We are working on meta transactions. So through our app, if your wallet it basically has enough transactions in and out, then we'll probably be covering it for you. So and of course, we have two special features which I cannot really talk about, but I'll let you notify that as soon as they're ready. But yeah,
Cool.
in that case, the channel will basically have some extra reward for you when you are opting in. Another thing, very quickly, I wanted to talk and touch about is the device notification. So you might have noticed that the channels, they have something in purple, which is like 50 DAI or BTC tracker, or even higher at times, which is 1.5K DAI. And this is basically a staking fee for the channel. And as a user, it's very interesting for you because this is staking fee. We basically lend it out to our wave protocol. It starts generating interest, and as soon as you have subscribed to a channel, you become eligible to receive a part of that interest. So if I go to my feed box, I can see all the channels which I have subscribed, and I can see what's the profit I have. So again, you're not getting decentralized notification, but you get to earn from them as well. And yeah, of course, I just subscribe to POP protocol.
Very interesting. Yeah.
Thanks, Steve, by that.
I am like, I'm learning all of this live. This is kind of how every interview goes. I'm like, I didn't know that. And I'm like, that's really cool. That's basically how I spend most of the day looking at apps and working on Zapper going, that's really cool. I didn't know that. So anything else, Harsh, to share there? Like, I think one of the most important things I wanted to call attention to is like, if you're a builder, if you work on a DeFi app protocol, should they be trying to get in touch with you about, I guess, how to work with you even while it's in alpha? Like, are you working with teams to test out notifications right now, or to start to build some custom push notifications?
Yeah. So definitely for the teams, just reach out to us at support@epns.io or founders at epns.io. We have already started working with around 10 or 11 teams, and we would love to work with everyone and make sure that everything is tested and smooth once we go into beta, which is going to happen very, very soon. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, just putting that into the banner here in case folks aren't aware. Here we go. They can contact you at epns.io. Harsh, anything else you wanted to share or call out here? I mean, I think we covered just about everything here, and just kind of exciting to see. The last time I looked at this, yeah, there's obviously a lot more channels in testing, and like compound liquidation there. Like, that's really interesting to me. I don't want to be staring at my computer screen all day. I'd like to just be alerted in the future if my funds are at risk of being liquidated.
Sure. So in the staging, we try all the cool new channels, and compound liquidation and wallet tracker is something we are almost done with, and they will be coming out very soon. Wallet tracker will give you the wallet tracker will enable you to know whenever you have received points in your wallet address or whenever you are sending it out. We are still working on the payload and how to display it right. And compound liquidation is again something I just wanted to shout out that it's coming very soon, guys. So yeah, very, very excited times ahead.
Awesome. Well, I guess we could move over to. I wanted to do a quick demo before we end today on how to donate to Gitcoin Grants. But Harsh, anything else that you wanted to share about the Ethereum push notification service? And we'll definitely, obviously, have you back when it's on the main net, and we can continue to show more examples of this and how to use it.
Sure. I mean, the only thing I would like to share with the community is that we got loads and loads of love in Gitcoin Round 7. We were like the top 3 projects. And because of that, we are here. So it's not only about building cool tech, but it's also about showing support to all the projects that are out there. So you guys can go and fund your favorite projects. It's going to come back to you in one way or the other.
Yeah,
and that's in a good way. Yeah.
It's a great reminder. It's a testament to what Gitcoin Grants has done in terms of supporting open source software, and then also supporting extended parts of the community. I've benefited from it as well. I've been so grateful for the community support to continue to make content. So yeah, no, just can't say enough good things about Gitcoin. I guess we want to show it off here. So here, why don't we, if you don't mind staying on, Harsh, this will probably take like 2 to 3 minutes because it's so easy for us to do. So let's show everyone how to donate on Gitcoin Grants. Let's see here. Where'd that go? Why is this not showing up on my Chrome tab? Here it is. Sorry about that. Okay, so to donate on Gitcoin Grants, first, all you need to know with Gitcoin Grants is this is to support open source software, but there's all sorts of different categories here. Like I fall personally under community as a content creator, but there's all sorts of awesome projects. There's one here I donated to earlier. It's a self-sustained Chinese Ethereum community network based in China. So all sorts of interesting stuff to check out there. There are, I think there's over 1,000 of these now. And the way this works is that, let's go ahead and find an example here of one. I recognize, oh, here we go. Ethereum staking guides. Yeah, let's look at this one. So if I want to donate, all I have to do is add to cart. You see it over here. You can choose to donate as much as you want. If I put in one guy, the really magical thing about Gitcoin Grants is that there are matching partners. So very generous people like Fernando from Balancer Labs. Actually, Binance donated money this time. Kraken did. The Synthetics team, Harvest Finance, 1inch, all sorts of teams, Chainlink, and individuals. So their funds help to match contributions. So the idea is to drive people to make small donations, however much they can afford, and then it gets matched according to how many people are donating, and a few other variables. It's referred to as quadratic funding, but the way I think about it is that the more people donating to a project, it signals that there's more community support for that. I think it also figures in how much they're donating, but I've tended to notice that the more people donating, the more individuals, they will see a higher matching rate. All of this is fluctuating until the final day, which is the 17th of December. So all you got to do is you just run through these and you're like, just add them up in your cart. It's really, really easy to do. You don't have to you don't have to click into each one of these. They have short little explainers here, but if you dig into it, you can figure out what exactly is behind this project, which I already know these guys. I love what they do. So anyways, let's say that, actually, wait, let's go back. I got to find ETH Staker. I'm going to do more of these later myself, but I just want to call attention to more folks here. Let's do ETH Staker. I think that's it. There we go. This is Super Fizz. They run a Reddit thread, and they've been like decentralized community support for ETH2 staking. So I want to add 10 DAI. There we go. And so you look at this. All right, unless I want to modify how much I'm donating, you can go in and say like, I'm going to put in 1 instead of 5. But end of day, you hit checkout. And then once this pulls up, you can use a layer 2 solution to pay and basically pay next to zero gas. So you notice here it shows each one of these grants I'm donating to. You can put in nice comments if you want. I love this. And then notice it shows me here's the matching amount as of today. Just be aware these can, again, go up and down over time. So I wouldn't put too much stock into it, but feels really good to know that I'm donating in total here, I think like 300 or 400 DAI, but I'm actually only putting in from my money, it's 1, 2, 7, 17, 27. 27 DAI is being matched with like another 300 or 400 DAI. So, it's 22 DAI. Looks like I can't do math. And then you can choose to contribute some to Gitcoin Grants. I would highly recommend that just because all of this is possible because of them. And so many of the most crucial projects in our community have been funded by Gitcoin Grants, including the Ethereum push notification service. Then lastly, I'm going to hit checkout with ZK Sync. This is going to allow me to save a tremendous amount of money on gas. So let me reshare my screen so you can see this. Boom. Boom. Here we go. So I'm going to connect my Ethereum wallet. Here we go. This is just me signing, so no gas paid there. I've already done this too before. Like, I think there could be some additional steps that I'm not aware of. And let's see, not enough balance on the Ethereum network. Do I not have 22 DAI in my wallet? Is that possible? Not enough balance on the... Oh, shoot. I know why. Oh, my gosh. Hold up. I'm on Ropsten. That's why. Woo! Ooh, thank God. Okay. Let me try that one more time. That happens all the time. That has happened to me so many times. I'm on the testnet because I'm playing with something, and then I come back and I freak out like, oh my God, what happened to my money? All right, So we're all good. I'm ready to check out. We're gonna check out with ZK Sync. Notice it says save 99% on gas costs. So we'll do a checkout. Oh, and I need to reshare my screen. Here we go. At least I'm proving that like DeFi tutorials never go smoothly. The final videos that I'll create, they're so edited to try to demonstrate how it should go versus all the mistakes I make along the way. All right, so here we go. There's all of my DAI that's going to be donated. I hit verify and pay. I don't know if you can see my MetaMask, but I'm just hitting sign, and that's it. Done. It's not actually done on the blockchain, but done on my end. And I will keep track of that Etherscan, or not Etherscan. This is a ZK Sync Explore transaction. But anyways, pretty cool. That's it. Like, all done. As long as you don't screw up like I just did, and you're on a test net, it should be really smooth and easy. And I actually don't even know. Are you aware, Harsh? Like, do I pay any gas on that transaction, or am I paying such a small amount that I guess I just didn't notice it?
Yeah, so you do pay gas, but like it's very, very cheap. Sometimes it's 98% cheap than whatever you pay on mainnet.
Wow.
And the transactions are quite fast. So it could be very well possible that the transactions you did they are already done.
Yeah,
So,
it's so cool. It's so freaking. I mean, it feels like the future. You know, like we'll get there with Ethereum 2.0 and all of these different awesome layer 2 solutions that are being implemented. But I love how badly I screwed that up. That was great. I like really couldn't have screwed that up anymore. But proof that you should just be brave and click and try things and don't worry if you mess up. So, well, Harsh, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. And I want to remind everyone, you can follow Harsh on Twitter here. You can follow the Ethereum push notification service at that handle as well. You can learn more by going to EPNS.io. Whether you're a builder or not, but especially builders while they're still in this alpha phase. And yeah, man, just thanks for your time. Like we'd love to have you back when it's all live on the mainnet.
Thanks, awesome DeFi Dad. It was really a great pleasure to be here. And I really had good fun. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, hey, if you hang out a minute, I'm just going to close us out here and I'll hit the outro video. Reminder, everyone, tomorrow we will be back with another episode with John from Super Rare. He's the founder of Super Rare, which is a digital art marketplace. All of it is NFTs on Ethereum. It's something that I've followed for the last few years, but I just recently bought my first digital art, and it's pretty magical. So I'm excited to show it off. It's a very visual experience to walk through it. And we'll probably also go exploring in crypto voxels just to kind of show off all the super rare art that's being displayed in the blockchain based VR world, crypto voxels. So anyways, thanks so much, everyone. Stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.